Good evening, Metro Card Club loyals, and welcome to the second of the last Metro Weekend specials for the month of April. This is the 700,000 guaranteed Metro Weekend special. The prize pool have once again broken the 1 million barrier, and we're standing at 1,012,000 as 368 players came to play this particular weekend special, and we are down to the final nine. And we will bring you now to the final table at seat number one with 570,000 in chips is Jose J. Padilla. At seat number two with 1,620,000 in chips. He is the chip leader and a former RVS Cup champion, Anacleto Lito Quejano. Seat number 3, Rene Mar David, who's coming in as the player with the shortest stack at 295,000 in chips. Seat number 4, the player from China, Liu Ziqian, with 535,000 in chips. Seat number 5, AJ Chris Akdal with 470,000 in stack. Seat number 6, Pantaleon Valencia Jr. with 340,000 in chips. Seat number 7, Jeremy Catalig with 740,000 in stack. Seat number 8, Jun Michael JM Abalia with 240,000 in chips. And check that he is actually the player with the shortest stack. And rounding up the final line is Danilo Dani Ola with 715,000 in chips. All right, and we seem to be having some problem with all right, we just bear with us again. This final table action is coming to you live here at the Metro Card Club, home of Philippine Poker Champions, and we are located at the Metro Walk Complex in Ortigas, Pasig. Uh, Please share this live stream so a lot of people can enjoy the best of Philippine poker has to offer. I think, there seemed to be a lull. Okay, we are, just bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. We seem to be having some feed problems, or our technical team is fixing it right now. Let's take this time to give a shout out to our early live stream viewers. Migs Espino, good evening to you. Daddy Willie Ablola. Oo nga, laging mahirap, laging ano, no? Pero short stack tayong nagdito ngayon at awa ng Diyos, we made it to the money, although minimum payout lang tayo. Jaime de la Cruz, who is campaigning right now, I think, in Vietnam. Shout out to you and good luck. JR Mirano, good evening and shout out to you. Alex Taneo, also with Jaime de la Cruz. They are in Hanoi, Vietnam, and campaigning under the banner of Team De Camps. Alex Taneo, shout out to you. Gilton Franz Igano, shout out watching us from Cebu. Ayan, sige, ako muna ang makikita nyo while we are fixing the feed. RJ Solteo, shout out from Nueva Vizcaya. BG Delirium, shout out to Jun Abalia, good luck. Danny Villanueva, shout out watching from Davao City. At si Mix Espino, shout out kay Marivic at asawa ko na si Evangeline Chan. Shout out sa inyo Marivic and Evangeline. Ayan. Joms Bailon, shout out sa'yo. Miss ko na maglaro dyan. Pasyal lang kayo ng pasyal. Dito. Alright. Julius Madrigal, shout out. Uy, ang aking ating pinakamamahal na boss. Para kang multo nga. Alam mo naman, digital na tayo ngayon Ha? Big shout out to the man, the music, the legend from unknown parts of the universe. Comes a legend. The legend of Andrew De Ocampo. Ayan. Nox Consumido, Jerry Cruz sa Mandaluyong. Oy, Carlito, shoutout sa'yo. Ah, Carlito Robiso Jr., shoutout. Kuya Richard Magaro, all the way from Cagayan de Oro. Magandang gabi sa'yo. Hello, hello. JR Mirano, shoutout daw kay Kuya Alex Taneo. Alright, kaya ako nakikita nyo ngayon in not the final table action, we're currently addressing some feed issues. Ayan, samantalahin nyo na. Alright, sige. Babalik natin sa final table para nakikita nyo rin kung sino-sino yung mga... Ayan, naka-pause ho ngayon sandali dahil inaayos natin. Uh, Russell Joe. Naka-ITM ka ba, Russell Joe? Alright. Ayan, you can see... Okay, just to guide you, lagi natin tong ginagawa, just to guide you of the values of the chips you are seeing right now. We have two colors. The dark one are valued at 10,000. Okay, nawawala yung feed natin. Just stay with us. We will be able to fix it. Anyway, the dark ones are valued 10,000 and the white chips are valued 5,000. Yan ang denomination yan. Ayan, yan. Nabalik na tayo. And, ayun, mukhang naayos na natin. Ang tanong ni Albert Castillo, sinong favorite to win sa lineup? Shoutout. Pagka ganitong start ng final table, ang favorite to win, yung player na may 1,620,000 na chips. At yan ay si Lito Quijano, former RVS champ. Okay. Alright, ito na, may action na tayo. Jeremy Catalig, folded sa kanya sa late position. He raised it with ace-3 off. Down to the big blind, J. Padilla. Alright. So Jay did not defend, obviously, with that hand. And Jeremy takes down an uncontested pot. Jeremy, one of the more active players in this final table. As you can see, in the final table, we also start using or implementing a shot clock. So all players are given 30 seconds to act on their hand. And if they need extra time, they have 5 time banks that they can use. Each time bank will give them an additional 30 seconds. As we see Jun Pantaleon with the ladies. He raises it. Shout out to you, Bernard Chua. Maraming salamat sa iyong pasalubong sa akin from Vietnam. Tina Piti, shout out sa iyo. Oy, yun nga lang. Teka lang. Hold on. As June Pantaleon raises it to 50,000, our current blinds actually is 10,000, 20,000. We're doing the big blind anti-format. JM Abalia goes all in with 230,000. Eto, J. Padilla with Ace Jack suited. Can he play this ace jack despite a 3-bet shoved already coming from JM? Eto, we have an all-in and a call obviously between June Pantaleon and another June Abalia. Abalia is the one with the shorter stack, so he is all in for his tournament live, but he is ahead. His kings dominating the queens of June Pantaleon. So June is down to two outer in this all-in situation. Flop is ace high, no help for June. Yun nga lang, nakita natin sa upper right, one outer na lang si June kasi may nagtapon na ng queen. So masikip na to for him as the last card is laid down on the table. It's a double up, an early double up for June Abalia at the expense of of Jun Valencia. Valencia pala yung last name ni Jun. Pantaleon actually is his real name. Is Pantaleon Valencia Jr. Alright, so Jun is down to 110 as JM zoomed up to 510,000. Alright. Sabi ni Duralex said Lex, AJ suited fold. I think that's a good fold in my opinion because there was already a raise and a 3-bet. As we see the player from China, although he's Chinese, he's been a regular here. I think Liu is actually based here in the Philippines. His English name actually is Sam, but has more character to it. Pocket fours for Liu. And Jun goes all in with ace king of suit. He's coming off from a loss to JM Abalia. Let's see if Liu will find a call. Yes, Liu did make the call. It's a flip. Liu ahead at this point. Jun Valencia needs to hit any of his two cards to stay alive here in this final table. There's the king. So now it's Liu's turn to hope for his two outers. Those two fours are still live. 6 on the turn. No help for Liu. And a 10 on the river will finalize the double up for Jun Valencia. It's a good recovery for this player. All right. Darwin Chokiko, shout out to Sugar Bautista from Japan. At shout out natin si Pasing na totoo bang nakauwi ka na? Ha? Nakauwi ka na ba talaga? Alright. Carlo Bugoy Ballestero, shoutout po sa lahat ng poker players ng Dapitan City, Lingawa. Watching here in Dapitan Boulevard. Uy, shoutout dyan. Ba? Lakas ng data nyo dyan, ha? Alright. Alright. Okay. Oo. Ako, I will still, kung ako yung nasa spot ng AJ Ace Jack, fold din ako doon. That's a fold given the action. Oh, all right. Okay, let's continue dito sa ating live stream action. Jay Padilla folded to him sa cut off. All right, again, if you're watching this, and please share this live stream in your Facebook wall. Put it to public. Put the setting to public. There's a raise from Jay and a call from you defending his big blind with 8-5 suited clubs. Shoutout natin ang isa sa magaling na poker dealers dito sa Metro Card Club, Monching Serrano. Ayan, shoutout sa iyo. There's a continuation bet of 40,000 for Jay and Liu check called that bet. But Jay will not be deterred. He will continue to fire and that's enough to make Liu fold his hand. Oo, magaling mag-basketball talaga yan. And you can see on your screen the current chip count. All right, we see a race from under the gun from Jun Valencia with King Queen suited. Lito Quijano making the call. Revo David will let go of his ace suited cards. Down to the big blind. Former, nice, not actually former, but AJ Akdal is actually a billiard pro. And he's looking at 7-8 suited. Let's see if AJ will find a call here. All right, it's a monotone flop, all spades, and Lito Quijano holding the ace of spade. Jun Valencia bets 100,000. Pwede na siyang lahatin dito. Ni Lito Quijano. There you go. Lito Quijano announcing his all-in. And I think June won't be able to gamble his remaining 100,000 here. Unfortunately for June, he is actually behind here. Even if Lito does not have that flush draw, he is ahead with his ace high over the king queen of June Valencia. And June Valencia making the call. One card to go. And June Valencia is eliminated by Lito Quijano. So June Valencia exits the tournament at ninth place. He's gonna get 13,750 in cash prize, plus a main event seat worth 5,500 to the upcoming 5 million guaranteed Metro Walk to a Million, the next major tournament for the card club for 2024. And we are down to 8 players now. JM with Ace King off. Palitan mo na yung pangalan ni JM ng JHUN. June. June naman. Yung JM gawing JHUN. JM racing it. June is racing it to 55,000. AJ Akdal with pocket eights at the small blind. He's thinking about it. And he three bets to 145,000. And it's back to June Abalia. And he just made the call. And June Abalia out flopping. AJ Agdal here hitting top pair, top kicker. It's gonna be tough for AJ now. He bets 85,000 on the flop. Just trying, probing whether June hits that king, and that's I think enough answer for him. As June announces all in, all of his 365,000, and that's gonna be an easy fold for AJ Akdal. Valia wins that big pot and adds 270,000 to his stack, bringing it to a total of 780. We are at sand number 7. Ang blinds natin, 10,000, 20,000. We're doing the big blind anti-format in this final table. So the big blind will have to put in an extra 20,000. Danny Ola, not interested to play his hand under the gun. Jay Padilla with ace 9 off. He also folds. Revo David. Liu with queen 4 also. And it's the fish hooks for AJ Akdal. He open shoves his pocket jacks down to the big blind. The guy who just took a chunk of AJ's chips and is not keen on returning them back that early. He folds to that shove and uncontested pot taken down by AJ Akdal. Shoutout sa'yo, Adrian Intia, aking pamangkin. Nixon Osin, walang rollback sa final table. Dior Lopez, shoutout watching from Maine, USA. Uy, okay. Okay, this is a blind versus blind battle between Jun Valencia and Danny Ola. And June leading out that flop is enough to make Danny folds his hand. Shoutout natin ang ating mga kaibigan at mga premyadong manlalarong pokeristang nanonood ngayon sa atin, pinangungunahan ni Gerald Lubas III. Shoutout sa inyo as we see Liu open shoves with ace queen suited. Nasaan ba sila, Je? Nasaan ba kayo? Vietnam? So no caller to that shove by the Chinese player. Melagaraw is rooting for Danny Ola. Good game also to you, Melagaraw, running deep in this weekend special. There's the current chip count. Lito Quejano with that big stack. Shout out sa'yo, Apling Pamplona. God bless. And sa at mga nanonood ngayon, share. Share this live stream para marami rin ang mga pag-enjoy ng weekend poker action happening live here at the Metro Card Club. This is the home of Philippine Poker Champions and Revo David with the best starting hand in poker. Raise it to 40,000 with his aces. Liu goes all in with pocket sevens. This is gonna be bad for Liu. And what an action hand this is turning out to be as Jun Avalia looks at his hand and sees ace king off. He also goes all in. This is a chance for Rev with the bead to get a big pot. He goes all in also with his aces. We have a three-way shove fest. Yun lang. Nag-brown out. Shout out kay Alain Ruiz. Maraming salamat. Yan ang aking kaibigan sa sulok-sulok na hindi ako hinahayaang magutom. Baka naman Boss Alain. Baka naman may gusto kang ipadala dito sa panel. Ayan mga kaibigan, you can see this three-way action. Revo David, siya ang may shortest stack, but siya ang may pinakamagandang hand dito. The aces for Revo David, pocket 7 for Chinese player Liu Ziqiang, and ace king offsuit for Jun Abalia. Oh, and the flop shows the 7 for Liu Ziqiang. Wow, now Revo David is in danger of being eliminated. With the aces, he needs that one outer. What a flop for the Chinese player. The 6 on the river will seal it. Revo David will be eliminated. He's gonna he's gonna go out at 8th place. Wow. Heartbreaker for Revo David. Exiting this tournament as we see sometimes fate favors the bold. Liu Ziqiang going all in with dominated pocket 7, about outflopping everybody to win that big pot. Is now up to 1 million. And Revo David. Actually, I was playing this final day. Ayan, Revo David will exit at 8th place. He will get 16,750 plus a main event seat worth 5,500 to the upcoming Metro Walk to a Million. That's a 5 million guaranteed tournament. As I was saying, I was playing this final day earlier, and maski doon sa table namin, I think 2 or 3 aces were cracked. I cracked a pocket ace, sorry to Jeanette D. I was down to 12.5 bigs, folded to me, I shoved with Jack 9 spade. Jeanette D shoves with pocket aces, and I hit 2 pairs. Kaya medyo malas ang aces ngayong araw na to. Sabi ni Joseph Sia, shoutout sa'yo. Sick naman daw nung flop. Oo. Talagang ganyan ang buhay, Angel Vizquera. Jerome by Losses Gilocam. Sabi na, tatama yung 7. Lamang talaga nasa labas na yung tatlong alas. So, alright. Okay, tuloy tayo. We're down to 7 players. Etong weekend special na to mga kaibigan, ito ang isa sa mga paborito ng mga naglalaro dito sa Metro Card Club. Kasi 700,000 guaranteed pero laging umaabot ng 1,000,000 ang prize pool nito. Ito, King high on the flop, no one hits. Dito kay Hano, ahead with his ace on the turn as the flop was checked around. Lito will probably lead out a bet here. Unfortunately for him, none of the other two players involved in this hand. Liu can actually make the call. He has a gut shot to a Broadway straight. But with one card to go, Liu decided not to waste any more chips. And Danny Ola will likely follow suit. And, oo, Relics. Ay, hindi. Pagka ganyan na nangyari sa'yo, malas na talaga yan. Huwag ka nang tumuloy lumabas. Shout out to my Japanese friend who's playing right now in the cash games of Metro Card Club, Yoshihiro Noguchi. I hope you are winning. As we continue with our final table, you can see Jeremy Catalig with A7. He opens the action under the gun, raising it to 50,000. Ang current blinds natin, 10,000, 20,000. Big blind ante of 20,000. Sabi ni Kevin Tenorio, si Danny Ola daw ang magcha-champion kasi sobra hinay lumaban. Okay. Uy, AJ Akdal going all in with A6 suited hearts. Jeremy Catalig folding the hand he initially raised with, not knowing it dominates the hand of AJ. But Lito Quijano, the chip leader, is gonna make the call with King Queen suited. AJ ahead in this all-in situation. Ahead si AJ pero siya yung nanganganib na mabust out pagka natalo siya rito. He just needs to fade a king or a queen in this flop. There's the ace, but there's the king, queen, two pairs for Lito Quijano. Wow! Window card na yung alas pero may palaman pala. Oops! Na nga pwedeng ma-chop to with a 10 or a jack. Pwedeng manalo si AJ with a 6 or an ace. The queen on the river completes the full house for Lito Quijano, and that eliminates AJ Akdal from the final table. Aray ko po. AJ Akdal exiting at 7th place. He will get 22,750 for his efforts and a main event seat to the 5 million Metro Walk. Some million. Yun lang, yun ang masakit doon. So, Lito Quijano now pads his lead He's now sitting at 2.2 million. Biruin mo. Yung yung stock ni Lito is 2.2 million. Yung parang pinakamalapit niyang the second in chips is I think Liu Ziqiang from China with less than a million. Malas ang alas, sabi ni IJ Malyabo. Jun Valencia and Danny folding their hands. Jay will likely fold his hand. And down to the man of the hour, Lito Quijano, former RBS Cup champion. And he might just add another trophy to his collection. Liu Ziqiang at the bottom. He's holding the oven toaster hand. Shout out to Boss Joven Huerto, the hardworking marketing manager of Metro Card Club. And it's an I think Jeremy Catalig defending his big blind and flopping an open-ended straight draw, but Liu hits the 5. He's ahead in this flop. Jeremy checking it back, checking it to Liu. Liu betting 75,000. Jeremy makes the call. Turn is a 5. That gives Liu Ziqiang the trips. Jeremy checking it again to Liu. Liu, I think, got a stack of whites. That's about 100,000. Ano, 95, binawasan niya ng isa. 95,000 for Liu, and Jeremy still makes the call. He's gonna buy his draw and nothing on the river, but it completes a possible flush. And Jeremy might just represent that. He's reaching out for chips. He's gonna he's gonna try to win this pot via a bluff. He bets 95,000. And Liu's gonna make that call. And he will take down a big pot against Jeremy Catalig. That's a 640,000 pot. And Jeremy's stack is down to 360. And Liu pads his stack to 1.3 million. Oo, sabi ni Jay Besares, callable yung 95,000 na bet sa river. Ang magandang tanong doon, kung in-all-in kaya ni Jeremy yung kanyang stack sa river, yes, will that be enough to make Liu let go of his trips of 5? Sabi ni Jano Alvarez, probably kokol pa din si Liu sa all-in sa river. Oo nga, parang yung check call ni Jeremy sa flop. All right, there's the current chip count. Jeremy down to 18 big, still playable for him. At saka ang profile nito ni Liu talagang palaban din eh. Lito Quijano with the Cowboys as we see a green screen in front of us. Now it turns to black. And now, there you go. Liu Ziqiang, Lito Quijano, raising it to 60,000. You letting go of his ace high. Jeremy Catalig likewise folds. These three players all have aces combo, ace combo in their hands. So it's looking good for Lito. That ace of Jun Valencia is actually down to one out. Of course, they do not know it. Tayo lang ang nakakakita nun. Anyway, Jun defending his big blind with that ace 3 combo. Another paired flop. Oy! Lito checking back that flop. He wants to make sure that Jun does not have the 7. At eto, tumama sa turn si Jun. Baka magbayad pa siya dito. Tumama yung kanyang tres. At tumaya si Jun pala rito. Siya pala yung naunang tumaya. Hindi natin kasi nakita masyado yung action. Jun bets 100,000. And Lito Quijano, I think, raise it to just double. Binalikan niya ng 100 more si Jun Abalia dito. Tingnan natin. Mas maganda sana kung flat call lang muna eh, no? Or anyway, pwede rin naman. Alright, tingnan natin. Jun Avalia still tanking here. And he lets go of his hand. So discipline fold for Jun Avalia. This is hand number 16 of this final table. And the chip leader, Lito Quijano, with ace jack off. He's going to open the action again here. Raise it to 60,000. Down to Danny Ola with King Jack off. Pasok to sa calling range ni Danny. It's a monotone flop. All three cards, clubs. Danny checks it to Lito. Lito's gonna fire his continuation bet of 60,000. And Danny's gonna call this. And that's the problem of floating your hand. Danny Ola hitting his jack on the turn, not knowing that his king kicker is dominated by the ace kicker of Lito Quijano. Aray ko. And yan, magbabayad na. Aray ko. And he leads out. He leads out the turn, betting 75,000. Tingnan natin. Mukhang baka balikan siya rito ni Lito. Oop, mukhang kokol lang. Yes, call lang ang ginawa ni Lito. 7 on the river gives the check mark to Lito Quijano. He won this hand. He bets 95,000. Ibabalik pa ba ni Lito to? Mukhang ibinalik pa nga. Parang pink chips yung nakita kong hawak-hawak. Yun, ni-raise to 200,000 ni Lito Quijano. There's the call by Danny Ola. Aray ko, yun lang. Yun ang bad news doon. Flinote mo yung King Jack mo. On a flop na wala ka namang draw. Masakit nga yun. Alright. So, Danny Ola gets hit there. And the rich keeps getting richer as Lito Quijano adds an additional 430,000 to his massive stack. He now sits at 2.8 million in chips. And Danny Ola is down to 295. Our current blinds 10,000, 25,000. So parang over 10.5 bigs to. Cap Andy Abundo, nabate. Nausog ata. Hindi pa naman. May natira pa naman sa kanyang stack. Ace King for Liu Ziqiang. Or Sam. That's his English name. Shoutout sa'yo, Tots Moreno. Liu raise it to 65,000. Down to Danny Ola with pocket jacks. Another fireworks hand. Danny announces all in. He's gonna get a call from Liu. It's a classic flip. Ace King versus pocket jacks. Liu Ziqiang covering the 230,000, the 295,000 stack of Danny Ola. Danny is now all in for his tournament life. He needs to fade an ace or a king. That's a good flop for Ola, queen high, but two clubs and Liu Ziqiang holding the ace of clubs. Looking good for Danny Ola. One card to go. And the seven on the river. It's a double up for Danny Ola, recovering the stack he lost to Lito Quijano. Is now up to a healthy 640 to 640,000. Oo. Nag-hold nga, Cap Andy. Sabi ni Jay Besares, mananalo yung Jacks. Jason Toton Awel, shout out from Ishikawa, Japan. Master P, Philip Lawrence Reyes, shout out watching from Chinatown, Banawe with my beautiful Juvie Aldave. Chinatown, Banawe. May Chinatown ba sa Banawe? Wala naman na. Nasa Binondon, Chinatown, Master P. But nonetheless, shout out sa inyong dalawa. Enjoy your dinner, probably there in that area. AR Flores, shout out sa'yo. To. Six players remaining dito sa ating 700,000 guaranteed Metro Weekend Special. That's six players out of the 368 na naglaro. Another ace king for the Chinese player Liu Ziqiang. He's gonna open the action again dito. He raised it to 60,000. Danny sa dealer's button. Pahinga daw muna. Baka maibalik niya kagad eh. And down to the big blind, the chip leader, Lito Quijano. He's gonna defend this big blind with 7-5 off. Ang dalas ng oven toaster hand dito sa ating final table. Liu this time hits his top pair, but Lito Quijano has an inside straight draw. Both players checking the flop. Liu Ziqiang trying to set a trap for Lito, and Lito's gonna bite it. He leads out a bet of 70,000. Anong ginawa ni Liu? Binalikan ba niya or kinall lang niya yung 70,000 bet ni Lito Quijano? He raised it 100,000 more. And Lito made the call. 3 on the river. Nothing for Lito. Checks it to Liu. Liu is gonna fire another bet here. Tumaya ng 150,000 dito si Liu Ziqiang. Nothing for Lito Quijano to make the call, of course. And he's gonna fold it. So that's a decent size spot for Liu. Uy, balikan natin. Arky Brondial, a.k.a. Facundo, the best of Novaliches. Umuwi ka na. Alright. Mark Canales, shoutout from Tondo. Dean Paginto Lumanlan. Sabi ni Gerald Lubas, officer din ng Team Loyal. Yan si Master P. Talaga ba? Joke lang, joke lang. Chikong Montante, shoutout. At si Jun Dulay, may isang patalastas sa mga gustong magtrabesiya sa May 1 to 8. Sa May 1, 8 Cock Derby ni Governor Chavit Singson sa Manila Arena, 550,000 pot money. Ayan na, talpa ka na. Ayan. Ayan, Dado Ranada, shout out daw sa lahat ng Pinoy pokeristas sa Singapore. Jeremy Catalig with the Ducks under the gun. Ano kaya ang kanyang gagawin dito? Raise it to 70,000. Aray ko po. Wow, ang daming baraha. Ni Lito Quijano. And he just made the call. He's gonna set the trap for Jeremy and Liu Zikyang folding one deuce. So one outer ang posibilidad dito na manalo si Jeremy against Lito Quijano. Flop is Queen 4-3. Lito Quijano checks and Jeremy Catalig will overplay his hand. He's gonna go all in. And a quick call from Lito Quijano. But dalawang spade ang lumabas sa flop. May spade na dos si Jeremy. So possible runner-runner. Ayan na nga. Pero kung sa dos siya aasa, one outer. This is gonna be a heartbreaker of a hand for Jeremy Catalig. He's now in danger of busting out. From this tournament, he's all in with pocket deuce against the aces of the chip leader, Lito Quijano. Wow, parang hinihigop ni Lito Quijano ang lahat ng pitcha dito sa final table. Turn is a 6. Nadagdagan ng outs ni Jeremy. Sumama na yung 5. A 5 will win this for him. 1 point short. It's a 4 on the river and that's it for Jeremy Catalig. He's gonna bust out from this final table at 6th place. Good game, Jeremy Catalig. He's gonna get 28,750 for his efforts plus a main event seat to the 5 million guaranteed Metro Walk to a Million. That's the next major tournament for Metro Card Club. Sa mga nagtatanong, ano ba ang weekend special next week? It's gonna be 1 million guaranteed buy-in of 3,300. That's gonna be April 26 to 28. Uy, birthday ko yun ah. Magtatrabaho pala ako sa birthday ko. So alam nyo na mga kaibigan ha, paghandaan nyo next Sunday. Lahat ng manonood, kailangan may pa-Gcash sa birthday po. It's the IVP Cup Pre-event 1 million guaranteed. Uy, Tata, Tata Kadangdang. Shoutout sa'yo. Thank you sa cup ha. Ta. At si CJ, isang masipag na ating floor manager dito sa Metro Card Club. Jesse Yu. Shout out sa'yo. Pusang gala. Don Carmona. Kuya Don, shout out sa'yo. Yu versus J. Yu Zikiang. Jun Dulay, may tournament po ba sa Sunday? Kung yung paparating na Sunday, that's gonna be part of the weekend special kasi ang weekend special natin, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Eto, Liu Check Racing, J. Padilla dito sa flop na to. And that might do the trick for Liu. A big shout out to one of our poker idols, the dangerous Lester Edok. Happy watching to you. Ayun, tapon na. What a move by Liu. Check Racing. J. Padilla there. Maraming salamat. Mel Agaraw, handa mo ang Gcash ha? Magtatrabaho ako sa birthday ko. Eto mula sa ating poker champ at poker idol, the dangerous Lester Edok. A big shout out to Clarence Cabaling at Kuya Rodel na nanonood ngayon. Kuya Clarence, Kuya Rodel, happy watching sa inyo. Shout out, maraming salamat sa panonood sa ating final table action. Ayun. Oo. Mel, ganyan talaga ako. Actually, ever since ang mga birthday ko, lagi ako nagtatrabaho. Even before. Oy, teka lang. Jun Valencia going all in. Kasi blind versus blind. Asa is good. Even before, nung hindi pa ako sa mundo ng poker, my birthday is always a working birthday. Paranas na ba akong mag-birthday party? Parang, oh. Oo, wala ata tayong, wala, Sunday. Ipagtatrabaho ko na lang. Oo. April 28. Alam ko ka-birthday ko si Bossing Vic Soto. Ganyan talaga yung. At alam ko napagkwentuhan namin ni Chief ka-birthday ko rin yung tatay nila. Ayan. Pogi talaga mga. Joseph Sia, anong gusto mong regalo sa birthday mo? Ito totoo to Magpo-post ako yung mga gustong magregalo para na lang sa tatay ko. Yan ang gusto kong regalo. Yan, sa tatay ko. Mga birch tree, yung mga ganon. Di ba? Masyado na tayong matanda para sa ah, ano na ako eh. Oo, sa panahon ngayon matanda na talaga yung 33 years old. Oo, matured na. Jean Bardinas, shoutout say watching from Pangasinan. As we see this action between Lito Quijano and the big blind, Jay Padilla is gonna defend this big blind with King 10 suited. Pao Garcia, shoutout sa'yo. Flop is 9 high. Jay checking to Lito. Lito, continuation bet 60,000. And that's enough probably. Uy, teka, akala ko itatapon ni Jay. Tinapon nga. And that's enough to make Jay fold his hand. Hard to mess with a player sitting at 3 million in chips. Ang hirap kalabanin. Orly Dequina, maraming salamat. Advance happy birthday. Next Sunday pa ho ang birthday ko. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Magkikita-kita tayo dahil magtatrabaho ako next Sunday dito sa ating live stream. Because that's gonna be the final table of the 1 million IVP Cup pre-event weekend special. Binoy, shoutout kay King Choi. Ang pinakamagaling na poker player daw sa Davao. Sabi niya. Okay, 5 players. Alright, Jun Valencia shoves with King Queen of no takers. Oy, thank you, Boyet Restauro. Thank you. Advanced 33rd birthday. Salamat. Mark Agosto, pa-shoutout po. Christine Luna from Cabuyao, Laguna. Christine, shoutout sa'yo. Galing yan kay Mark Oliver Agosto. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Ipopost ko sa wall ko yung aking GCash para kung mga gusto nyong ano. Ayan ang aking fundraising sa aking birthday. Lahat ay mapupunta sa pinakamamahal kong tatay. Ayan. Kainis yung 33rd, Jano Alvarez. Paano ba? Ah. Alam mo naman ako, hindi ako sinungaling na tao, Jano Alvarez. Alright, Danny Ola with ace 5. He raised it to 60,000. And Liu is gonna defend his big blind with Queen Jack. Flop is 7-8-9. May gotshot pa. Si Danny, although ahead siya dito sa hand na to. Oh, yun lang. Na-gotshot naman ni Liu. Danny. Check, check. River is a deuce. Unfortunately for Liu, Danny has nothing to call him with unless he hero calls with ace high. Pero one card straight na yung board. Parang easy fold na to for Danny. Pero binayaran pa rin niya si Liu Ziqiang. Hero calls with ace high. Naka-value pa si Liu doon sa kanyang 110,000 river bet. Zet Kalumpang, shout out Joshua Nino Solomon from Sindangan, Zamboanga del Norte. Siya naman daw ang pinakamagaling na poker player sa Zamboanga del Norte. Ayun. Okay. Gerson Lau, shout out from Aichiken, Japan. Tama ba yung pronunciation ko nun? Aichiken, Japan. Terje Morgan, shout out from Makati. Good game, Terje. I think Terje is our unfortunately is our bubble to the final table. He was eliminated at 10th place. Good game, Terje. Tristan, shout out. Eto, J. Padilla racing it with ace 3 suited. Lito will make the call with connectors. Pero ito, Liu with ace jack off. Expect Liu probably to 3-bet this hand. Knowing how aggressive he plays. Yes, there's that 3-bet. He 3-bets to 165,000. June folds. It's down to Lito now with connectors. He can afford to make this call. He has 2.9 million in chips. The chip leader of this five-handed final table. And Lito Quijano makes the call. Flop is Queen 3-5. Lito with an inside straight draw, although Liu still ahead with his ace jack. And the Chinese player leading out a bet here on the flop with 85,000. Quijano will probably make the call as he reaches for his chips. And spiking is 7 on the turn. Liu checks it to him. No slowing down for Lito. He's gonna take advantage of that check. He bets 160. Wow, Liu Ziqiang with the check raise against Lito. Bold move by the Chinese player trying to take down this pot at this point. Pero matapang din ang laro nito ni Lito Quijano, ha. He's not a former RBS Cup champ for anything. And Lito Quijano making the call. That's a big pot. 1.4 million now. And you wow, you firing 340 on the river. Lito Quijano figuring out what Liu is sitting on. And he makes the call. Liu showing his bluff. And another big pot for Lito Quijano. Now he's up to 4.1 million. And Liu has been losing his battles against Quijano. Sobo Makadatu, shout out watching from Ataga. Ryan Estalilla from watching from Alcala, Pangasinan. Pau Coral, kompleto na naman ang gabi mo. Watching from Poker 8 Cebu, shout out sa mga grinders dyan sa Poker 8 Cebu who's gonna host a big poker tournament in the first week of May. That's a 5 million Chase Cup. Actually, maraming magkakasunod na malalaking tournament dyan sa Cebu. Nandyan din yung IVP Cup, birthday ni Ivy, na Queen Poker, Queen of the South. Oo. Teka lang. Sabi ni Kane Marsigan, hindi naging nasindak. Actually, matapang din talaga to kumol si Lito. Alright. Teka lang, yung mga nagpapa-shoutout, ulitin nyo na lang yung pa-shoutout nyo. Parang tumalon yung ating okay, teka lang ha. Tuwan-tuwa si Anthony Quijano sa galawan ng kanyang daddy. Russell Joe, tandaan mo yan. Tandaan yan, pinakamagaling na advice na mabibigay ko sa iyo habang pumipindot ka. I love you, Lord. At shout out sa nag-iisang hari ng parking, Chuck Peregrino. Eto, balik tayo. Jun Valencia versus Lito Quijano. Lito ahead sa river. Kahit naman hindi tumama sa river, ahead pa rin siya with his ace high. Jun checks. Lito check behind. Another pot for the chip leader. Nora Gillier, shout out sa'yo. Oo, sabi ni Vice Gov Milbert ng Chaong Quezon. 80% daw ng chips in play. Nakakay, nakakay Lito Quijano na. So, it's a rare occurrence sa final table for a player to be that dominating, but we're seeing it right now from Lito Quijano. Ciro De Leon, Animel. Mabuhay ka. Miko Pulgo. Ito tuwa. Tugigaraw represent from Nora Gillier. Chuck Peregrino, what is Philippine poker? All right, we continue with our final table action. This is the 27th hand of this final table, and if you have just joined this live stream, you are watching the final 5 players of the 700,000 guaranteed Metro Weekend Special happening here live at the Metro Card Club, home of Philippine Poker Champions. Of course, we're bringing it to you with a 20-minute delay in this live stream just to preserve the integrity of this live stream. Andrew De Quiros is watching from Lipa, Batangas. Mark Ian Ambat, shoutout daw sa kanyang asawa na si Sailin Ambat. Wedding anniversary nila next week at pinayagan akong mag-cash game after. Yun ang maganda. Happy advance. Happy wedding anniversary sa inyo. Sabay pala ang wedding anniversary nyo sa birthday ko. Next week din, yan. Ipaalala natin nang ipaalala sa lahat na birthday ko next week. Alam na. Okay, tuloy-tuloy ang action natin dito. 5 players remaining. And look at that massive stack by Lito Quijano. Salamat Nora Gillier. Next week pa naman, next Sunday. So magkakasama-sama tayo kasi magtatrabaho tayo kahit na birthday natin. Kailangan kumayod Maraming bayarin. Jun Valencia all in with King Queen suited. Lito will not defend. Maraming salamat, Mark Ambat. Huwag kayong mag-alala, ipopost ko yung aking GCash sa live stream natin next week para sa mga gustong magpakimkim. Alright. What a dominating performance from Lito Quijano. Ang hirap nga nito, no? Parang parang the result have been decided if we are just to base it on the stack they have right now. But this is poker. Anything can happen as long as you have chips. Ain't over till it's over. Dito Quijano sa small blind. He raised it to 85,000. Yu is not gonna defend. Shout out sa ating kaibigan, Vic Peña. Mabuhay ka. At patuloy nyo pong i-share itong ating live stream para marami naman ang makapanood ng magagandang poker action dito sa Metro Card Club. Pag sinare ninyo sa inyong Facebook, ilagay nyo po yung setting sa public para ma-share din ng inyong network. Magandang gabi, Boss Vic. Baka hindi mo na abutan yung aking announcement na birthday ko next week. Pwede na ako isang isa dun sa mga collection mo na lagi mong pinapakita sa amin. I love. Magtatrabaho tayo. It's gonna be a working celebration. So that's gonna be the final table ng 1 million weekend special. Ayan yung weekend sa mga nagtatanong, anong weekend special next week dito sa Metro? 1 million guaranteed, buy-in is 3,300. Ayan po, 77% ng total chips in play is just with one person, and that's Lito Quijano. Nora Gillier, shoutout naman po sa Cabaso Poker Club. Ayun. Sige, sige, Boss B. Kaya lang working yan. Nagtatrabaho ako dito niyan. Pastor Bautista Surya, shoutout sa'yo. Jay Padilla, pang shove na to for Jay. Ace Queen suited is down to 195,000. Yes, he opened shoves with that. You folds. June folds pocket 7 for Danny Ola. Shout out Alvir the Innocent. Innocentes. Sino daw ang nagpapamassage ngayon? Si ano yan? Si Prinsipe Rambo. Shout out kay Prinsipe Rambo. Ayun na nga. Kumol lang all in si Danny Ola. He is ahead. This is a flip. Jay Padilla all in for his tournament life. He needs to hit one of those two cards, either an ace or a queen, to pull ahead of this all-in situation. And Danny Ola set on the flop. Only a runner 10 jack can win this for J Padilla. Oo, ang lakas ngayon ng 7 out kaya pala. Oo. O yun na, two outer for J Padilla. Only two jacks live in the deck. Will he get it? No, he will not. J Padilla exits the tournament at fifth place, busted out by Danny Ola. And for his efforts, Jay is gonna get 39,250 plus a main event seat worth 5,500 to the upcoming 5 million guaranteed Metro Walk to a Million. That's gonna be the next big tournament for Metro Card Club. That's gonna happen, I think, in June, sometime in June. I think first week of June, if I'm not mistaken. Aaron Arganoza, shout out to you from Leyte. Four players remaining. One of them, this Chinese player, Liu Ziqiang. And this other two, Jun Valencia, Danny Ola, and of course the chip leader with 4 million in chips, Lito Quijano. At ito pa, Jun Valencia, open shoves sa button with ace 7 off. Lito Quijano again with pocket jacks sa big blind. Jun Valencia is now in danger of being eliminated from this final table. Only an ace can save him, and those three aces are still live. They're in the deck. So three out for Junavalia. King high flop, no help for him. Another king on the river is down to 8% chance. Will he get it? And it's there. Barry Greenstein for June Avalia. He escapes elimination, hitting that ace on the river and doubling up to over half a million. Parang baliwala kay Lito Quijano. Barya lang niya yon kasi 4 million pa rin ang stack niya. Jason Marie, shoutout from Florida Blanca, Pampanga. Oo, tama ka, Gary De Castro. Parang may vacuum for chips si Lito Quijano in this final table. Tuwan-tuwa si Doc Lorenzo Puwig sa pagkakasak out ng alas ni Junavalia. So Junavalia lives to fight another day. Parang siya pa lang ang nakaligtas kay Lito Quijano sa mga all-inan. That might turn the momentum now against the short stack players. Sabi ni Michael Lim, bumabalik na raw ang swerte ng alas. Oo naman. Down to 8% chance ha. With one card to go, yung escape na yon ni Junavalia. Danny Ola, ace 10 off. Expect him to raise this. You, or Danny, rather, raise it to 65,000. Met with a call by Liu. He's gonna defend this big blind with 9-7 off. Live cards against Danny's ace 10. It's a paired flop. Liu checks, Danny checks behind. Turn is a 7 and Liu Zikyang spiking his 7 on the fourth card. He leads out the bet. Danny will no longer look him up. He's learned his lesson with that ace high hero call earlier. And Danny quickly folds his ace 10. No need to spew unnecessary chips as they are down to 4 players. Shoutout kay Batang Milyonaryo. Sana balang araw maisama mo naman ako sa iyong mga beach capades. Wag lang si Tutoy TV ang sinasama mo lagi. Justin Geronimo, ang Batang Milyonaryo. Alright, we're at level 26. Actually, sa bilis ng aksyon down to 4 players tayo, hindi pa umaabot sa first break. Eto, after pag naubos tong 25 minutes remaining in this level, we will have our first break. Each level in this final table is actually 40 minutes. And there's 25 minutes remaining in this level. The current blinds, 15,000, 30,000. Shoutout sa'yo, Alain Ruiz. Baka naman may gusto kang ipadala dito. Sabi mo kanina. Alright, tuloy ang ating aksyon. This is the 34th hand of this final table. It's happening right now here at the Metro Card Club. Oh, parang lumilito. Nagalaw ata yung ating camera. Liu with ace queen off. Diba? Imaginein mo, pag isinama mo si Tira Pasok sa mga beach capades mo, Justin Geronimo. Collab Tira Pasok. Fit Totoy TV. I love. Gusto ko pa naman makarating dun sa Camp Netanya na yon. Sana man lang. Ano ba naman yung yaya? Kano lang, barya lang sa'yo yan. Justin Geronimo. Okay, ace queen for Liu. 5-3 off for Jun Valencia. The flop, ace 3-4. Both players hitting something on this flop. And they check it. Liu trying to set the trap for Jun. He leads out a bet of 60,000, making sure he's going to call it. Last card is a 6. And you might just be able to get value with this ace here. Depende sa kanyang magiging taya. I think he's trying to polarize his river bet. He bets 120. Napaisip si Jun. He has a bluff catcher just in case Liu is bluffing. Pero hindi. Discipline fold for Abalia. Gary De Castro, paano at kailan nag-start ang Metro FB live streaming? Matagal na. Ang first version ng live streaming ng Metro, wala pa tong RFID table. It was covered by Pilipinas Poker then. Oh no. Yeah. Pero medyo matagal na. But that's a good question. Let's try to backtrack and see. All right, 4 players still. And look at that massive stack for Mr. Lito Quijano. Who's got King 10 off here under the gun. Playable hand for him. He's gonna raise it. Oh, ngayon ko lang napansin, na-introduce na bagong color sa ating stack. 50,000. Yung pink chips na yan, valued at 50,000 each. Lito Quijano raising it to 70,000. Big blind Danny Ola. No defense there. All right, 21 minutes remaining in this level. Medyo mabilis itong pacing natin. Paano hindi bibilis? Parang hinihigop ni Lito kaya ano talaga yung mga picha dito sa final table. And we're on our 36th hand. Jun Avalia, the dealer button, is gonna raise it with ace 8 off the dead man's hand. Danny Ola calls with ace deuce off. And likewise, Lito Quijano will see the flop. Three players in this hand. And Danny and June both hitting the ace. This is gonna be bad for Danny. It's check to June, who originally raised this and he bets 150. Danny Ola. And yun na nga ba sinasabi ko. Danny Ola overplaying his ace deuce. He's gonna raise all in. It's a quick call from June Avalia. Danny behind with his deuce kicker against the 8 kicker of June Avalia. And Danny Ola. Biruin mo, halos pareho lang, pantay lang ang stock nila. Ang natira lang kay June, 5,000. Dito sa all-inan na to pag natalo siya. But it's Danny Ola who is in danger of busting out from this tournament. Unless two big cards. Uy, ayun na nga. Only a deuce. A 4 and a 5 can save Danny here. And it's not gonna come. So Danny Ola will be eliminated. He exits the tournament at 4th place. Busted out by Jun Avalia. Tournament director, Madam Mean, double checking the count, making sure Jun Avalia actually covers Danny Ola, and that's confirmed. And we're down to three players as Danny Ola will take 54,250 for his 4th place finish, plus a main event seat to the upcoming Metro Walk to a Million. That's a 5 million guaranteed tournament. Three players. Lito Quijano leading, Liu Ziqiang, and Jun Abalia. Christian Bullpay. Sabi niya, boss, saan ba makikita ang poker schedule ng Metro Card Club? Sa Facebook po, itong Facebook page kung saan tayo nagla-live stream. I-like nyo po itong Facebook page na to. Kasi si Metro Card Club, every day they are updated sa upcoming tournaments. Makikita nyo lahat ng detalye doon. All right, hand number 37, down to three players from the 368 that played this weekend special. A favorite Among the loyals of Metro Card Club, the 700,000 guaranteed. Lito raising it to 85,000. Liu with the dominating 10 jack against the 10-9. You will make the call. Blind versus blind. You hitting top pair on the flop as Lito checks it to his opponent. Liu is gonna try and hide the strength of his hand by betting this one. Quick call for Lito. Now that queen on the turn improves Lito's hand to an open-ended straight draw. He still checks it to Liu, who's gonna fire another barrel here. He bets 85,000. Lito with a call. Will he get there? Nope, he will not. And Liu Ziqiang earns the check mark. Lito checking it to his opponent. Wala nang babayaran si Lito rito. I don't see him hero calling with 10 high. Liu bets 100,000 on the river. And Lito giving it to Liu. John Theodore, shoutout po dito sa Germany ng asawa ko na si Rina Nicor. Thank you. Next time mga kao. Sige, basta pag nagpasyal kayo sa Pilipinas, maglaro. Franz Joseph, anong murang hotel ba malapit sa Metro Card Club na pwede na for weekend special? Nandyan ang Hop In, may Red Planet, may Go Hotel, medyo malayo. And then kung hindi ka naman pihikan, sa may Captain Javier, which is about 5 minutes away from Metro, may hilera ng mga motels like Orchid, Rosal, Victoria Court, Mariposa. Yan. Kaya ko lang sa ulo yan, baka nanonood si Pasing. Dahil nagtrabaho ako malapit dati doon. Yun. Pero marami, marami. Yung Go Hotel, mura na yun. Hop In, mura rin naman doon. Decent. Plus also Red Planet. Pero yung talagang mura, eh, yung hilera ng mga motels na malapit dito. Alright, 12 minutes remaining in this level. Pag naubos yung oras, magkakaroon tayo ng 10-minute break. Magbe-break din ako dito sa panel. Pwede rin kayong mag-break kasi i-display naman namin yung tournament clock habang naka-break tayo. So, di ba? Basta bumalik kayo after 10 minutes. Queen 9, Queen 8. Pero Lito Quijano flops a flush draw here. Lito betting 110. And Jun Valencia is not gonna be uh, is not gonna defend his Queen 9. Alvir, the innocent innocentes. Shoutout daw kay Alexis Hot Shooter Lim. Aba? Talaga ba? Parang magkakasama kayo ah. DMD, shoutout. Watching from Pasig. Chris Flores. Shoutout po kay Chrisane Elise Flores. And Jose Neil Gomez. Shoutout sa iyo watching us from Mexico, Pampanga. Jun Valencia. Folded sa kanya sa small blind. I think he made a raise. Ano ba ginawa? Ayun, nag-complete lang. At Lito, applying maximum pressure, announces all in. Eto, iniisip ni Jun, susugal ko na ba? Pero I doubt it. Brian Acevedo, shoutout sa'yo, watching us from Doha, Qatar. Jun Abalia, not really sure what he's thinking. No investment for him. He just completed the blinds. And there's the fold. Last 10 minutes before for this level before we go on our first break. Von Pad, how to join the game. This is a poker tournament, so you have to be physically present here at the Metro Card Club. We are located at the Metro Walk Complex in Ortigas, Pasig. Very searchable in Waze and Google Maps. Sabi ni Adrian Kabuhat, pa-shoutout daw kay Bingkong. Nakakatalo lang dito kagabi. O talaga, wag susuko. Laban lang ng laban. Chunavalia. Ace high for him. He raised to 70,000. Pero Lito Quiano with the Cowboys rather. Flat call. Lito Quiano. Nagta-trap na. Von, I suggest you like the Facebook page, this Facebook page where we are streaming right now. This is the official Facebook page of Metro Card Club because you can find all the schedules of upcoming tournaments in the wall of this account. Oo, Liu hitting top pair here. Lito betting 110. It's a call from Liu. Turn is an ace. That's gonna be an action stopper, probably for Lito. Or not. Lito bets 200,000. And Lito folding that. I'm sorry, Liu folds to that 200 bet by Lito Quijano. From Mike Morales, shout out kay Boss Alex, Chief Housekeeper sa barko. Kung nasaan din si Mike Morales. Shout out sa inyong dalawa. Sayang yung card down ni Jun. Well, talagang fold yun kasi nagkatayaan sa flop. Sabi ni Sab Sab, shout out kay Boss Buboy, mapagmahal ng Cavite. Lito Quijano with the Motown. Tawag natin dito sa Baranto Motown kasi J5, Jackson 5. Ayan. And Lito is gonna raise this, and that's enough to take down that uncontested pot. No letting up from the chip leader, grinding the other two players. Marvic Flores, shout out sa'yo, watching us from Sampaloc. Uy, sabi ni Maman Trabalyo, shoutout daw kay paring Darren Yu na nasa Vietnam ngayon. Bring the prize, pare ko. Shoutout sa iyo, Boss Darren, at sa lahat ng manlalarong pokeristang Pilipino na nasa Vietnam ngayon at nagka-campaign sa Vietnam International Poker Tour or VIPT, sa mga team de camps na nandyan sa Vietnam. Good luck sa inyo. John Matthew Marcelino, shoutout watching from COD. Eto, Ace King si Liu. Sa buton, he raised it to 75,000. Lito Quijano with Ace 3 suited diamonds. Gonna make the call. He can afford to play a very wide range of hands because he's sitting at over 4 million in chips. And Lito checking it to Liu. Liu bets 100,000 and he will take down the pot. Rob Chan. Shout out Clay Ruben Chan. Mike Morales, shoutout din daw sa mga taga Marinduque at taga Fresco sa Manila. Ayan, 3 minutes remaining in this level 26. And we go on a 10-minute break after this. Pocket sevens for Jun Valencia. John Opla, shoutout from Cebu. Sana makwads para masaya. Okay, Liu's gonna defend with 9-6. Another paired flop. Junavalia bets 110 and quick fold by Liu. Sabi ni Alvir Inocente, shoutout po sa pinakamabait kong kumpare na si Pipaw Juan Paulo de la Peña. Walang kayabang-yabang sa katawan. Ay oo naman, napakabait na player niyan. Budong, shoutout sa iyo watching from Taiwan. Last 2 minutes sa ating level. Enough probably for one more hand. Samsam Ramirez, shoutout watching from Paltat City. Orly Dikina, kay Boss Lito na raw yan. Maraming bara. Grabe sir. Okay. Guard de la Cruz, shoutout kay Paring Enan. And speaking of Lito Quijano, looking at his cards right now, we will see 7-3 suited. He's at the button. Doesn't matter what he has, he can actually make this race. Angel Gonzalez, shout out, watching us from Taiwan. As Lito raised it to 70,000. Junavalia with pocket force. And June will make the call. Mas gusto ko pang parang ang hirap ng pwesto dito ni June. Flatting with small pockets. Eto, any overcards eh kaya nang i-represent dito ni Lito. I would rather he makes the 3 bet and or maybe ayan, check yung flop. Turn is a king. Kakatok si June, kakatok din si Lito. Aba, ayaw. I-take down ni Lito. June checking. Nako, baka nakatipid na ng dalawang street si June dito. Won't be surprised if he makes the call. Ayun, and June making the call. I would rather tinayaan na ni Lito yung turn eh. Double check na yung ginawa ni June eh. Parang ang hina na after that second check on the turn. But anyway, June Avalia getting some much needed chips against the chip leader. Falcon Laguda, shoutout kay Mark Seprado watching from Dipolog City. At eto mga kaibigan, we have our first break of this final table. 10 minutes and we will take this opportunity na mag-break din dito. Pwede rin ho kayong mag-break. CR break or whatever you need to do. Pero ayan yung ating tournament clock. Babalik tayo, balik lang ulit kayo after 10 minutes. Mark Franco, shoutout sa lahat ng TBS Worldwide. Kita-kita tayo lahat sa anniversary sa Coneta Astrodome. Ayan mga kaibigan. And we will take a break from the panel. We'll be right back. All right, and we are back. After the 10-minute break, and this is level number 27. This final table now reduced to the last three players from 368 that played. All right, we are back after the 10-minute break. And this final table is now reduced to just three players from the 368 that came to play this weekend special. 700,000 guaranteed, but the prize pool have ballooned to over 1,234,500, waiting for the champion. And Jun Abalia flopping two pairs against the ace high of Lito Quijano. Checks it to Lito, checks back. Turn is a four. Still nothing for Lito. Junabalia betting 60,000. CJ Robiso, good attempt. Nice try. Nabasa naman niya ng pinapa-shoutout mo. Wag mo nang pabasa sa akin. Pero nice try, nice try. All right. So na-call ni Lito yung bet ni June, but that 110 bet on the river binitawan na niya. So current chip count 3.8 million for Lito, 1.1 million for June, and 645,000 for Liu Ziqiang. At na-color up na yung ating mga chips. Nawala na yung mga white chips na 5,000. So two colors na lang yan. The gray chips are 10,000. The pink chips are 50,000. So ang isang stack ng pink chips, 1 million yan. Ang isang stack ng gray chips is 200,000. Lito completes the blind. Pero to, Liu Ziqiang with ace-9 off goes over the top and shoves all in. Easy fold for Quijano. And if you have just joined this live stream, you are watching the final table down to the last three players of the 700,000 guaranteed Metro Weekend Special. Coming to you live here from the Metro Card Club, home of Philippine Poker Champions. We are located at the Metro Walk Complex in Ortigas, Pasig. Lito Quijano, ace jack off. He's the chip leader. He raised it to 100,000 and no callers from the other two. 70% of the chips in play is with Quijano. Liu, ace 9 off. He might just shove this one. He's down to 665. He's at the bottom of the chip count, but he just raised it to 90,000. Junavalia makes the call. Lito Quijano likewise. Family pot for these three players. Top pair for Liu. Bottom pair for June. And Liu declares his all in. 575,000. Junavalia. Let's go of his bottom pair. Lito Quijano deciding if he's gonna pay for a possible hit of his two overcards, but decides just to fold his hand. That's 220,000 more chips going to Liu, who's now almost even with Junabalia with 23 bigs. Lito Quijano still gets the favor of the cards, ace king off. It's a small blind. He raised it to 120. Liu with 8-4 off. Folds his hand. Big shout out to our friend from Lipa, Batangas, Rico Pecho, and Car Yutuk. Shout out to you. Liu Ziqiang is all in with pocket sevens. Juna Valle with ace 5. Lito Quijano is actually the one who opened the action with ace 4. And June will fold his hand. Lito Quijano reaching for his stack. He can afford to make this call. And call he does. One overcard. Only an ace can win this for Lito Quijano. but is drawing slim as Junavalia folds one ace prior. Four on the flop, but Liu hitting mid set, no space for both players, and Liu is looking to double up against Lito, and Lito is drawing dead already. So Liu will go up to 1.7 million. Lito still maintains chip leadership with 3 million left in his stack after doubling up the Chinese player. Earl Guevara, shoutout kay Chino. Ah, almost, Earl. Nice try, nice try. Bobby Borromeo, shoutout sa'yo. Kuya Eds Rojas, shoutout sa'yo. Juna Balia with Ace Jack. This is blind versus blind. He raised it to 100,000. Lito Quijano with Ace 9 and is reaching for pink chips. I think he's raising. Juna Valia, he 3 bets to 300,000. Parang pat committed na siya rito. Pag lumahat si June Abalia. And there's the declaration of all in by June. Lito with the call. And Lito might just get hit back to back here. First by Liu, now by June. His ace 9 is dominated by the ace jack of Abalia. Ace, a 4 will chop this, a 9 will win it for Quijano. Turn is a deuce. And river is a 7. Double up by June Navalia. And just like that, after that back-to-back hit to Lito Quijano, the seemingly impenetrable wall of stack in front of him has dwindled down to 2.1 million now. Kalat na, halos pantay-pantay na ang mga stack nitong tatlong players. May equity na sila sa isa't isa. At ika nga, kung tayo nanonood ng basketball, we now have a ball game. From a high of 4 million, Lito Quijano's stack has dwindled down to half. He's still leading with 2.1 million, but Junavalia and Liu Ziqiang is close behind, both with 1.7 million in chips. Gilton Igano, pagka weekend special, mas madalas mag-isa lang ako. Pag mga major tournaments, yung mga big tournament ni Metro, yan, kapartner natin madalas si Coach Ron Regis. All right, blind versus blind again. Lito completes the blind with 10 jack, and Liu is gonna enjoy his option. He checks. Flop is ace high. Both players checking that flop. Turn is a 5. Lito once again checking it to Liu. Liu bets 70,000. Lito makes the call. And Liu hitting the river. He might just get paid with a value bet here. If Lito decides to hero call with Jack High, this is blind versus blind. Excuse me. Oo, kasi may katabi tayong electric fan na nakatutok doon sa ating CPU. So minsan bumabangga yung mic doon, napipick up. And Liu starting to get the favor of the deck. Looks at aces. Pero ang hirap dito sa three-handed table. For you to get paid with aces, dapat bigyan din ng hand yung kalaban mo. Liu limping. Ito katulad nito. He limps with aces. Jun Valencia hits top pair. Bets 40,000 called by June. In fairness kay June, hindi niya in-overplay yung hand niya. Pero feeling ko siguro, inisip niya, ahead talaga siya at tinatrap niya si Liu dito. Liu bets 120. And June raise it to 300,000. Liu would just call. Liu checks, uy! And June Avalia checking behind. Feeling ko dapat bumalyo doon si Liu. Liu hoping that June will bet the river. Dapat bumalyo doon si Liu. And look at that Liu now on top of the chip count with 2.2 million. Liu with ace 8 off, he raised it to 90,000. Junavalia with ace 9. Jun 3 bets Liu to 250,000. And Liu's not gonna call the 3 bet. He wants to maintain his chip leadership. And we are at level 27. The blind's 20,000, 40,000. We're doing the big blind anti-format. This is hand 55. All right, and both players just contented of going to the river. Check all the way, and you will win that pot with his king high. All right, Lito Keanu race with suited connectors at the bottom. No defense coming from Jun Valencia. All right, we're on hand number 57. You raise it to 110. Pocket fours for Lito Keano, and he will make the call. Current blinds right now is 20,000, 40,000. And you out flopping Lito. Flop top pair. But Lito with an inside straight draw. Checks it to Liu, who bets 150. Lito is gonna peel off one street. And it's two pairs now. for Liu. And Liu stepping up the pressure. Bets almost pot size with 500,000. Dito Quijano spending one of his time banks. And Quijano deciding to fold his force. So 600,000 more chips going to Liu's way. There's the current statistics of Liu. Ever since he started this final table, he has accumulated 1.9 million more chips. He's the current chip leader in this three-handed play. David Labay, hindi pa. Wala pang ICM. Lito completes the small blind. Liu decides to raise it 140 more. Lito Quijano making the call. And wow, both players flopping top pair. Unfortunately for Quijano, his kicker 6 is inferior to the king kicker of Liu. Checks it to the Chinese player who bets 80,000. Lito makes the call, checks it again to Liu, who checked behind. And Lito fired 250. Quick call from Liu Ziqiang. And Lito Quijano will see the bad news. Uh, Liu has the better kicker. And Liu Ziqiang is now up to 2.9 million in chips. Lito Quijano, who once hold 4 million, is now down to 20 bigs. The former chip leader continues to spiral down in the chip count. All right, this is hand number 59. Liu limps in, completes the blind. Jun Valencia with ace 10 off. Raise it to 130 more. And Liu with the fold. Jumps by Lon. Ang haba talaga ng pasensya ng mga Chinese. Iyo de Potpot, shoutout po kuya sa mga batang choporista. Ikaw ba yung presidente niyan? Iho de Potpot. Jun Valencia racing at 200,000. Lito Quijano with the ace queen off. Goes all in. Alam na natin ang mangyayari dito. Siyempre, quick fold si June. Sabi ni Aseng Die Zone. Shoutout kay Boss Bobby Nacario. Miss ka na namin sa Team Casa Poker. Shoutout din boss kay Xavier Abdon. That's coming from Aseng Die Zone. And what a timing fold by Lito. He gave the walk for the first time to Liu Ziqiang, probably sensing that Liu is sitting on a big hand. He's got pocket tens. And it's Liu's turn now to enjoy good timing as he gave the walk. The Junavalio was holding Ace King off. Ganda ng timing nila, mukhang nagkakaamo yan. Junavalia outflopping Lito Quijano. But Lito will not pay that flop bet by June. And reversal of roles now. Liu, who was short stack at the bottom earlier, is now the chip leader. And Lito Quijano was, for the longest time, the chip leader of this final table, finds himself now at the bottom of the cellar. This is hand number 64. Lito completing the blind once again. He's got connectors, but paint cards for Liu, who raise it to 140. Lito makes the call. Liu flopping top pair. Lito with a gut shot. Liu bets 80,000. And I will get a call from Lito. Lito missing his gut shot. He's drawn the turn. He checks it again to Liu. Liu bets 150. And Quijano now down to 24 bigs. Suited king high for Quijano at the dealer's button. He's gonna raise this to 90,000. And no caller from the other two. Another paint cards for Liu at the button. For sure he's gonna raise this. There's the raise. Raise it to 90,000. Ang blinds po natin ngayon still at 20,000. 40,000, but it's about to go up in just 8 seconds. Jun making the call with King 9, suited diamonds. And he hits top pair. Flop goes check, check. And June even improved to a flush draw. He's gonna bet this one already. And nothing to call with for you. Ben's Aviary, boss. Shoutout kay Patrick Tuazon na nasa Timbuktu. Diyan ka na lang at huwag ka nang bumalik daw sa Mandaluyong. Si Julian Labadia, shoutout daw kay Elmo. Alright, we're currently at hand number 67. And you not interested to defend this big blind against the race of Junavalia. There's the current chip count at kanina parang parang formality na lang yung pagpanalo ni Lito Quijano with that big stack, pero eto ngayon, that's how unpredictable poker can be, especially at this stage of the tournament na napaka-swingy na. Alright, blind versus blind, Liu versus Junavalia. Liu to act on his small blind. He's got suited connectors. He raised it to 160. No defense coming from Junavalia. All right, Junavalia with 10 jack, Lito Quijano with ace jack. Another blind versus blind situation. Lito Keano racing it to 210. And Jun will make the call. Oh wow, and this is gonna be disastrous for Lito. Junavalia flopping trips. Lito Keano flopping top pair. Jun checking it to Lito, who checks behind. Lito might be thinking, might consider that Junavalia actually has the 10. Jun with his second check. And Lito's gonna bet 150. June with just a call. And this is gonna be tough. I don't see Lito getting away from this one. That third 10 on the river completes the quads for June Avalia while giving Lito Keanu with the full house. Unfortunate turn of events for the former massive chip leader. June leads out 240. Lito Keanu announcing his all in a quick call from June Navalia, and Lito knows with that quick call that he's really behind. What an unfortunate turn of events for the former chip leader. And Lito Quijano exits the tournament at third place. And he will get 80,250 for his third place finish. And we now have a heads up between Liu Ziqiang from China and June Navalia. All right, I think at this point the two players is trying to make a deal between the two of them. They might decide to do an ICM deal. Okay, so hahayaan muna natin sila. This will take some time habang binibilang ang kanilang mga chips. And we will also go on a break. But we will not, we will maintain so you can see the action still. All right, and we are back after that lull when these two last remaining players, Liu Ziqiang and Junabalia, agreed to do an ICM deal. Yung ICM deal po is a chop based on the stack that they have. At eto, since si Liu has the bigger stack, he has 2.920 in chips. He is now guaranteed to receive 167,517 cash. At si June is guaranteed to receive 162,351. So halos nagati na sila doon sa remaining prize pool. May paglalabanan pa silang natitirang 36,652 plus the weekend special trophy. So they have agreed to a deal. So now they're just fighting for the glory of becoming the weekend special champion plus an additional 36,000. So not a bad payout for a tournament that only required you to buy in 3,000. Danny Villanueva, watching from Davao City, shoutout sa'yo. Don Joseph Sia, hindi ko pa alam pag-isipan ko. Birch 3, yon. Birch 3 Advance. Si Darwin Chokiko, shoutout kay Sugar Bautista from Japan. Ay, mali pala. Kanina pa pala yung mga comment na yun. Alright. So Liu ahead of June here. 3 million, 2.5 for June. This is hand number 72. June Abalia with ace 10 off. Liu with king 8 suited. June just limping in. Liu raising it to 160. Flop is jack high. Michael Lim, oo, na-out si Lito Quiano. Dalawang beses siyang tinamaan ni Liu at ni June Abalia. At na-out na siya ni June. Lester Maghari, shoutout sa'yo. And that pot taken down by June Abalia. At June takes now the chip leadership. 3.1 million, 2 point something na lang si Liu. Oo nga, unfortunate turn of events for Lito Quijano. And I think we've We've had a change of deck. The dealer checking the new deck now, making sure nothing is missing. We're at level 28, blinds at 30,000, 60,000. Heads up match between Jun Abalia from the Philippines and Liu Ziqiang from China. Jerome Gilocam, itong dalawang to may ICM deal na. Halos sa pantay lang yung nakuha nilang cash. May pinaglalabanan lang silang 36,000 additional plus the trophy. Liu with ace king at the button. He raised it to 120. Jun Avalia 3-bet shoves with ace 8 off. A quick call from Liu with the dominating ace king of suit. But Jun Avalia covers Liu, so it's actually the Chinese player in danger of busting out here. But if Liu wins, and he is the favorite to do so, Jun Avalia will be severely crippled. And it's an open-ended straight draw for Jun Avalia. He has 11 outs and a possible runner diamonds as he is holding the ace of diamond. Nako, pumabor yung flop. And the turn completes the straight for Jun Avalia. Only an 8 can save Liu here. And it's not gonna come. So we have our April 700,000 Metro Weekend Special Champion, Jun Avalia. Good game for Liu Ziqiang, finishing at second place and getting the higher payout in that ICM deal. And that's gonna be it for this final table. Jun Avalia, our April 700,000 guaranteed champion. And we are gonna end our live stream here. We invite you next week, next weekend, for the 1 million guaranteed Metro Weekend Special. That's actually a pre-event for the IVP Cup. Buy-in is 3,300. And in behalf of the Metro Card Club, it's men and women, our team in the live stream group. We would like to congratulate all players who made it to the money, the 9 players who made it to the final table, and our eventual champion, Jun Avalia. And we will see you next week. At ito po ang inyong lingkod, Jester Intia, nagsasabing maraming salamat, magandang gabi at mabuhay ang manlalarong pokeristang Pilipino.